And then you have created a common set, you have, no, we have created a reference data set. This is cool. And this is something which you have created, right? New one.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Everything is a common set, yeah.
common
Like you
set
said,
and
it's
yes,
common set, yeah.
enterprise set. I think you did not create one, right? Like this is automatically created, or whether you have created it, or because
Uh,
I think you
I
haven't created anything.
I
Yeah.
did the common set thing. Like I selected the common set thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I understood. I understood. Like when you assigned business unit
Yeah,
to reference data set, you selected it as common set. No,
yeah.
so over here you haven't created anything new. So we are using the existing one. So that's fine. That's and then you have selected common set, and for business unit one
Yes.
alone, you have
Yeah,
selected Chase LE set.
yeah.
Yeah, and then the location also you have created. I mean, you have set up the location reference set. You have created reference set for the location. So reference set, and this is the name of the location. Okay, and okay, okay, cool. Save and close. Yeah. Um, Before we cancel, like I would like to see or show you something. So if you see here, let me make a note of all the details that you have. Let's take this one. So so here, so this is the legal entity, right?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Okay. Next summary. So take a copy of
I could
this.
have added India also, right? I did not, yeah.
No problem at all. No problem at all. So instead of
India.
copying it one after
I can
another,
add it now also, right?
yeah, yeah, you can add it anytime you want. So I'm having it this way. Okay. So this is to simply check or cross verify the details. Uh, so I'll say it as save and close. So if you see in Chase, you have created a lot of other details, like divisions, legal entities, business unit, reference data set, and so on. So let's search all these information in the uh, setup and maintenance. So we can manage each of these objects, or each of these individual details. Let's check legal entity. So if we go for legal entity, we can click on manage legal entity, manage legal entity. Scope is different, right? So we have to change the scope. Mm,
Cool.
yeah, I'll tell you what scope is. It's taking some time. Hmm, not sure what happened. Okay. Um, Setup and maintenance. Manage legal entity. Over here, we have something called scope, right? If I click on this, this will give me
Search.
what exactly I have to do for legal entity. So over here it says, boss, you are looking for some legal entity. So it says ing USA United States. So ing is I believe that's something which we have created, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earlier. This not
Yes.
not for the chase. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So what we will have to do is we will have to say, boss, I want to select and add. Okay. If you want to add or search, I want to select and add a legal entity. So if I click on apply and go to task, then another pop-up will appear with the list of legal entities.
Okay.
Okay. So before adding anything, maybe what we can do, we can give it as I just want to search alone. So I will select search legal entity here. Yeah, search and add. So instead of manage, I have given it as search legal entity so that the same screen opens up in the main window. So if you notice, we had the exact same window opened up, right?
Mhm.
If you haven't noticed, I will once again show you. So over here, the yeah, manage legal entity. When we select manage legal entity and click on select and add and apply and go to task, then we have this manage legal entity as a floating page where we can select. Use this search and select. Yeah. And over here, if we click on or if we select the option search legal entity alone, I'm not going to manage it directly. I will search it and then if required, I will manage it. So that's what we are telling to the system. So
Mhm.
and then if we select the option legal entity and click on apply and go to task, then exact same page will be displayed here. Yeah, this is common for all the functionality, like wherever we have this section scope, this is how it works globally. Okay,
Mhm.
so yeah, let's come to the main discussion. So this is a legal entity, right? Managed legal entity, which means our legal entity should be here, correct?
Yeah.
So let's check CHASC chase.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
if you see, there's nothing. So I'm not able to find my legal entity.
Okay.
Okay, why?
Mm.
So any guesses?
Because it's not added. Ah,
Um, in this in the sense,
not added to the system or not added to the queue or something.
yeah, yeah. What? No, you are right. You are right. What is happening is, um, so
We did
in the
not attach
established,
it or like link it.
no, 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 no. You're partially correct. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll quickly show you. So establish enterprise structure. So this window and
Mhm.
whatever we are adding here, right?
Yeah.
We are if we click on create and add everything, and if we go inside, this is a wizard, right?
Mhm.
This is a wizard where we will be able to enter all the details one step after another step. So this is like a draft. So
Mhm.
it is like how to give an example. Yeah, yeah. Think about typing an email to your manager. You have typed it and you have saved it in the draft. So
Mhm.
manager will not be like, even though you have typed all the details, the manager will not have the email, right? It will
Mhm.
be available only if we send it to him,
Yeah.
correct? So
Yeah.
uh, that give me one quick minute. Give me one quick minute, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, my apologies. So today is my daughter's last summer camp.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, the daughter and mother are getting ready, and it's it's late
Yeah.
already, so I had to push them. Just
Yeah.
yeah. So I'll continue where we left. So over here, it is like a draft. Okay, we haven't pushed it to the system. So how we will know that it's not been pushed to the system is if we look at here. So there are four enterprise structures are available, right? But none of them has the status as loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can load now. We can, let's do this.
Not
Like
loaded. Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
yes. So once we load it, all the information will be pushed into the system. So we have the drafts ready. We have reviewed and you were able to download the technical document. So in the like during the phase of creating or development of the project, we will have an opportunity to create everything and send it across to our senior associate or consultant, implementation consultant, the technical document, so that he will be able to identify any any mistakes available in the configuration. So this will give an opportunity before we load it into the system.
Okay.
Okay?
Create an enterprise structure. Yeah.
It's taking a lot of time. Not sure why.
But like
Mhm.
like the technical summary or something, whatever I sent you, like after we do it, we have to send that to the manager, right? So
Yes, yes.
so
Mm.
he can know what is that like what we have done.
Yes.
Then yeah,
Yes, whatever we have configured. So over here, we did not configure all the information. So this is just a basic configuration that we have done.
yeah.
Going forward, maybe after learning all the topics, we
Mm-hmm.
shall perform maybe two or three implementation also,
Mm-hmm.
so that we are familiar with what's happening, how we are doing, and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So. It is taking some time. And from my side, I would suggest whenever you get time, you please
Mm-hmm.
use this link, because once the course is completed, I'm not sure if you will have access to the link.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So please make use of it whenever you have time. And if you see here now, I won't be able to go into this particular enterprise structure. So it's grayed out and the value say, I mean, yeah, the status says it's been loaded. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so now let's check if we are having, if we can, I mean, yeah, if we can take uh, legal entity. So manage legal entity. So over here, we were not able to find it. So that's the reason why it is still showing as ing. So if uh, this time I'm going to select manage legal entity. So yes, and chase. See, it's available here.
Yeah.
Okay, and save and close. Right. So we will not have these many legal entities in the real world when we are performing this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now if you see, we have the details open here. This is the name of the legal entity that you have entered, and under the legal entity, we can have and this is the, I mean, legal entity address. Like this is the address that you have selected, and we can add additional address also, legal entity address. And what are the actions that we have? So create, set this as primary address. So if there are multiple address, you can set it as this is the primary
Oh.
address of this legal entity, and secondary address we have something else. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
all those informations are available here. And if you notice something here, this is something which is very important that we will have to understand. See, payroll statutory unit, payroll
Mm-hmm.
statutory unit, and legal employer.
Mm-hmm.
So what does this mean? So by the word, Do you, I mean, does something ring on your head?
Something related to payroll, like the
True,
unit, payroll unit. That's it.
true. Something related to payroll. So when we say legal employer, so we have mentioned like right like the company needs to get approval from the government, correct?
Okay.
Stating that these are my legal entities.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean this is my company, so legal entity will give them, okay boss, here is your company details and so on. We also have to notice, see, start date is not available. Start date has not been provided, so this needs to be provided. And um, payroll statutory unit is something which will used to generate payroll for the employees. So
Mm.
a company should be having payroll statutory unit. And if we are having multiple legal entities,
Mhm.
we can have like in the wizard itself we saw, right, there can be more than one legal entity that can be created. We can have
Mhm.
only one enterprise, but under one enterprise we can have multiple legal entities. Yeah, so each legal entity can perform separate action. So say for example the Bangalore unit, or the legal entity which is situated in Bangalore performs all the payroll related stuff for the
Okay.
company. Then that legal entity will be uh, said as payroll statutory unit, and the other one we will have it as, I mean, yeah, only this will be ticked. We will not have this one ticked. So
Oh.
we can create a legal entity like in the sense in the system, like if we speak technically about creating a legal entity, then we can create a legal entity not
Mhm.
selecting either of this. We can have, oh, I'm sorry. So over here if you see, Chase has been updated. Yeah. Okay. Let me put it like how it was. Instead of save, I've clicked on save and close. So if you notice here, after we have selected the scope, after
Mhm.
the legal entity has been updated as Chase LE, which means if I click on this manage legal entity directly here instead of clicking on the scope, this will actually land in manage legal entity for Chase LE.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
over here we were discussing about payroll statutory unit. Payroll statutory unit is to create, I mean, to process payroll for employees. So this is like a flag that will mention that this legal entity is used for performing payroll for employees. And legal employer. So what is the meaning of legal employer? Legal employer is the company who can actually hire an employee. If this is not ticked, which means this particular legal entity cannot hire an employee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
And as this is not payroll statutory, so if you see here, if it is not a payroll statutory unit as well as it is not a legal employer, which then this option, this drop down is disabled. And if I tick like legal employer
Mm.
here,
Yeah.
then the system is asking us, like, this becomes a mandatory field. See, the star
Mhm.
means mandatory field.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is asking us, if you're saying that, boss, if you're saying that it is going to be a legal employer, which legal entity is going to be your payroll statutory unit?
Mhm.
So we have to select from one of the available legal entity. So in the setup itself, we can create a new legal entity and then assign it here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So for now, let's have it simple. So we let's have the setup as simple as possible so that we can complete one full cycle. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I have saved it as payroll statutory unit and legal employer. So do you have any queries so far?
One query is like when we start, this is the formation of the company, right?
Yes.
Formation of the company going on. So now the company has how many employees? We do not know, right?
Zero. Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
Zero.
We haven't entered anything. Yes.
So there should be 1% or 2% like the employee for the payroll now, or no?
No, in the sense as I mean, is your question is like if there are no employees at all in the system, how will we enter into the system first, and
Yeah,
who will be performing the payroll, correct?
yeah.
So how we will enter is as you saw when the this particular setup was provided, we managed to create a username and password for you, correct? So
Mm-hmm.
by default admin users will be available in the setup. So using
Mm-hmm.
that admin user, all the required user roles will be created.
Yeah.
So after creating the user roles and users, yeah, user
Mm-hmm.
roles, yeah, we should be able to enter into the system. And if you notice, we did not assign any employees against our user role, correct?
Yeah.
So which means we don't need to assign it now, for now.
Okay.
So
So when
yeah,
we
please
are
go ahead.
making it, it's like it's just the HCM guys taking care of this
Exactly,
part. Okay.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Then after that, you come to know about the employees.
Exactly. After
Oh,
this, we will be hiring employees using Wizard or by using bulk import process. Yeah.
okay.
So all
And
those
that
things.
is the okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. That is the case when we are making a new company, and if it is an existing company, then we will be having all these things. All
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
okay, got it. Yeah.
Exactly. So for
Yeah.
existing company or existing setup, maybe company may be here for 10 years or 20 years, but if they
Yeah.
haven't bought this Oracle system, then none of the
Okay.
information will be available here. So say for
Mm-hmm.
example, the company is having 50 employees for now,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and there is no setup, then that's the chance, or that's when we will be introduced to the company, and we will gather all the requirement from the client. So we will identify what is their actual enterprise name, like the company name, and then how many legal entities they have. If the employer of the or if the client says that they have multiple like legal entities,
Mm-hmm.
not legal entities, say they might tell it in other words, like it is our responsibility to understand the terms that client speaks to us. So we might need to speak with payroll specialist and
Mm-hmm.
CEO and directors over there to identify what exactly is their setup. And most of the time we will be speaking with payroll specialist and HRs, okay, to gather all the information, because CEOs and directors will be completely occupied with some other work. Maybe they will be providing us like these are something which happens outside the system. So they will provide us the permission to gather information on this. And for this when we gather information, we will have it in a business requirement document, BRD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can go through all those things in future. So maybe after completing the basic setup and basic like understanding how we will hire an employee and all those things, we can go through. I mean, I will show you if there are any. I mean, I will show you the document how we can gather information from client and setup. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have any other questions?
No, no, I'm good.
Oh, okay, okay. Then we shall move forward, right? So I hope you understood what is payroll statutory unit and legal employer mean in this
Yes.
system. So and also we managed to load this Chase setup, and we were able to identify legal entity here. Yeah. So I'll close it here. Save and close. In the same way, we can also identify. I mean, we can also check where we have this divisions. Division also we can manage here. So why I'm showing all these things here is um, I just want you to understand that we can manage all these entities outside the wizard also. not just in wizard, outside the wizard also. And we will have to have say we have created the division, right? So I want to manage a division. So everything is like this. So I will simply put division in the task, and this should
So the,
show us something. Yeah,
this
it's
task, search task is like the Google thing. You,
yes, something similar to that, but this will search only inside this application.
yeah.
So Oracle HCM, not HCM, I would say Oracle Fusion application.
Mhm.
Yeah. So only inside this, it will show us all the details. So once I've clicked on division, see there is only one division available. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if I say department, I think we will get a pop-up because there are two department specified. So we
Yeah.
have to select which one is required. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So division is already available. Department is here. So if I click on division, it does not have a scope. So we can search for the division chase. Yeah. See,
Mhm.
it's available here. So if we click on division chase division here, I believe today the server is very slow.
Mhm.
It's not
Yeah.
that much faster. So over here we have an option to update, correct, delete values. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is how we will manage all division department and so on. So next, so as I mentioned, I missed to update you something. So we
Mhm.
can look into that as well. Uh, set over here. So this is in the basics, we should have covered this topic, but I missed to cover this. So the HCM, we have three offerings. Okay.
Mhm.
One two types of offerings. One is cloud, which we are looking at it now, and another one is on premises. On premises means the client, I mean the Oracle will sell us the complete setup itself, and the server will be held in our in maybe if I'm owning a company or chases, if for example chases, if they are having their own server, then they can buy this Oracle Fusion and have it in their system. Okay, so that is called on premises. And in cloud there are two things. One is SaaS and another one is PaaS. So SaaS is public. So if you see here, it says public. So SaaS is public, where it will be we don't. I mean, the technical role will not be required because all this, whatever is given here, is something which we can do. In the sense, we don't need to have an in-house database
Great.
administrator. We don't have to have a technical person,
Mhm.
and we can. I mean, we can have a functional role,
Okay.
functional person like consultant. So we can hire a consultant in our company and say, boss, you will have to take care of all these configurations and so on. So
Mhm.
that person can be hired in the company where SaaS has been bought. And there are few restrictions. If you see here, all these things like ADF page, uh, and FTP server access and data access, all these things cannot be performed here because it's already been set up. So these things, this in the sense, few of the options can be avoided if we select SaaS, and if we select PaaS, then lot of other things can be performed. Like these three things can be performed here, and apart from this, other technical stuffs also can be performed, and technical role person can be hired in the company.
Mhm.
Okay, it's going to be a private private setup for us.
Mhm.
And why it is not I mean, why these things are not available here is this server will be used by multiple people at the same time. Like
Yeah.
say for example, the one which we are using is SaaS public. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. And this is the topic that
Private means
I'm
private
sorry.
10. Now the number 90 and 10, what is that?
Uh, Actually, I'm not sure about it. This is something which I took from another course, and I missed to tell you this. So I will check what is 90 and 10. I believe that's number
It's
configuration number. I believe something like configuration number. I will let you know. Yeah,
not the
I'll
user,
let you
right?
know.
User won't be 90 and 10, right?
No. User can be like we can have how many ever user we want. We can create.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because if we say for example there is something called ESS, right? ESS and MSS, like employee self service and manager self service. So if
Yeah.
we say that only 10% can be hired, or 10 only 10 users can be hired, uh, then we won't go for this product itself, because I want all my 100 employees to access Oracle.
Yeah.
So that's not possible. Like it won't be feasible for this one. So I will definitely let you know what 10 and 90 means. Yeah,
Hmm.
sure. So this is something which we missed, and then yeah, we will come to this later. And over here, so we have already seen these are the topics that we will be reviewing in our session, like not today, but one after another. So we will finish it off. So the ones which have been I mean which are in bold, or something which we will try to complete it today. And these are the topics which we have already seen. So ESS model through Wizard. So we have already ESC. So establish oh my god, okay, something happened to me, I'm just forgetting the name. So establish structure configuration.
Hmm.
Yeah, establish
Yeah.
structure configuration, where we have set up all the company details and everything, uh, that we have seen. So we have completed that, use how we have to create it using an wizard. But we haven't done it in full fledged, like we did not mm, like create job and position, which we will look into in the later section. Yeah. And geography. So we have looked into geography, right? Geography is the location, like where we saw. Do you remember how we configured the geography?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You have an idea, right? Do we need
Yeah.
to look
Like,
into again?
no, setup and maintenance, and yeah, we have to, like, you're talking about the pin code and all those things, right?
Exactly. So that's
Yeah, we
called
did that.
geography. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. So you remember that as well.
ESC, what did you say the full form? Establish what? E-
Uh, Enterprise structure configuration.
Enterprise structure configuration. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And today we will see how to define a location, action, action reason, and reference data set. Like, yeah, let me quickly open our session. So, I believe in session 2, we have mentioned all those things, right? So over here, we have mentioned that we will have to create department, job, grade, and location, right? And this needs to be associated with the business unit through RDS. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
So reference data set is
Data
RDS.
set.
So
RTS.
yes, RDS reference data set.
Data set. Yeah.
Yeah. So reference data set, which means before creating the department, job, grades, and location, we will have to create reference data set. So we will let's create it. Or what I will do, I will stop sharing my screen. You
Mhm.
can start sharing your screen so that you will have an hands-on.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm able to see your screen.
to set up and maintenance.
Yes, please. Setup and maintenance.
It's slow.
Yeah, setup and maintenance.
It's slow. It's just not working. I
Yes,
think.
yes. Not sure. Maybe people are using it in the weekend. I mean, Friday. It's Friday, right? Oh, it's already Friday here.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's Thursday.
Thursday
Yeah,
there. Yeah, yeah.
it's too slow.
Hmm. Don't worry, don't worry.
Should I log out and log in again? It's going to take the same
Yeah, we
time.
can. Yes, yes, please. You can maybe close this window and then open another window and try. Yeah.
I have to log in from here.
So, yeah, yeah, when you're performing that, let me quickly share my screen. I missed to tell you one more thing. Mm,
HCM.
yeah.
So enterprise or division?
This is regarding
Division.
enterprise configuration.
So
No,
enterprise.
oh,
No what?
you have it open already.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have switched to my window. So I just wanted to tell you just this one. See over here, after we have implemented, like if we haven't assigned any employees jobs to this particular enterprise, then we have an option to roll back the configuration. If you see here, we have the option like if I click on ing Vyasa, we will not have this option. Yeah, but for this option for this like configuration, we have the option to roll back. So I will click on this, and once I click on this, I'll get a message saying that you should not have mm, check that you have no dependencies on this enterprise before rolling them back, which means we should not be creating any of the employees or any other details based on this chase. So once we have checked and click OK, all the setup will be rolled back. In the sense, the details will be removed. So once again, it goes into the draft. Yeah, cool. So yeah, please go ahead and share your screen. And GVSR.
Is it
Yes, I am
going?
able to see. I am able to see the chat window. I mean, yeah, the meeting window. Cool.
On this
So over
one, I
here,
think
um,
enterprise, right?
no, no. What we have to do is before we create anything, yeah, before we create anything, there is one more thing. Like in the like in the list of items or list of activities or tasks that we are going to perform, the first task is create implementation project. I'm not sure if you have noticed it. So in the recording you will be able to see. So there is something called create implementation project. So say for example, if we have joined the company and there are 5 consultants working on this project, that is to implement all these configuration for an a client, then all the tasks cannot be performed by one employee at a time, right? One consultant. Instead, all these tasks can be split. Like say, for example, the company might ask you to perform all the HR related stuff, and company might ask me to perform all the absence related stuff. So to have or to manage this project, there is something called create implementation project setup that we can have it in the system. So it is available at the right side. If you see in the right side, there is something which looks like a box, right? Yeah,
This one.
yeah. Click on this. Yes, tasks. Yes, the
Yeah.
first one. See, manage implementation project.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect. So, as we have started with Chase, so we can create our own project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So click on add button
Design to
and
Shita.
yes, we can change the details like name we can change. Let's change the name as what we can say. Yeah, it's Chase's, right? Chase. So to have our name and code in the beginning, let's add 001 at the beginning. So 001 dash Chase.
For the code.
Name and code both. If in code it is not allowing, then that's fine. I believe yeah, 001. Yeah, Chase. Yeah, perfect. It simply created.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So we can have 001 underscore Chase as code. And if you notice, code does not have a space, right?
Yeah. It has an underscore here,
Yes, yes.
and there's a finish state.
Yeah, maybe next year we can have it as next year.
Okay.
Yeah, we can give 1 year or else 3 months. So based on the length of the project, the project manager or our manager will set up expectation like this project should start at this point and should end at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now click on yeah, next. Let's see what are the details available. So it's been assigned to yourself. If you click on the drop down also, you will know that, I mean, you can see other employees. I mean, we can search for other employees,
Yeah.
users, I would say, not employees, users. So employees means the information, basic information will be available in the system itself. So users means it is not required for details to be assigned in the system. Instead, we can have just the this one alone. What is that? User ID alone. That is enough. So I believe it has moved to the next step, and when we clicked
Yeah.
on the users, it
Mm-hmm.
skipped. So that's fine. So over
Yeah.
here, we are going to perform HCM, right? Additional to the HCM, we have to select one more topic. Yeah. Um, go a little bit down, like not able to see. Give me a minute. I will just move this to my bigger window. Okay. Um, do we have search here? No, right? Okay.
Search
Mm,
just here.
search is not available, right? No, no, no. It is this one.
Just the general
Dep
search.
yes. Have it as dip yeah, workforce. Yeah, I saw something called workforce.
Workforce. Here.
Yes, workforce deployment and development. So check workflows deployment. Yeah. Now this will expand. Now click on payroll alone. Yeah, because other basic things are already set up. Like as soon as we create a project, without the basic things, we won't be able to perform anything at all. Correct? So payroll and absence management also we have to check. Yeah, these are the topics that we will be looking into, right? As part of creating the ESS, as part of creating the um, enterprise structure. So
Mhm.
yes, and save and open project.
Save and
Save
open
and
project.
open project. Yeah,
Not
it's on the top.
time and labor.
Time label we can add whatever topics required in the future also.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to add it now, you can add it now. That's all right. Yeah.
Open, save
Okay.
and open project.
Hmm.
Workforce management.
I think it is taking a lot of time, no? To
Yeah, yeah, that's right. You have to talk to them and say that, yeah, maybe they should extend the number of days.
that's all right. That's up to us, right? Up to the tutor and student. So that's fine. So
Mm.
I'm okay with that. So that's absolutely fine. So yeah. So if you see here, yeah, you can expand the workforce deployment. And you
Work.
have an option, right? At the bottom, you have an option, right? The task, where it says task. Just below
Mhm.
that, you have an option to expand it. See? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so many.
So
Okay.
exactly. So all these need to be implemented. Yeah. And the first two are the common global HR data
Mhm.
that needs to
Yeah.
be updated. So if you once again expand it, you will notice the details, other details.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's like, yeah, too much things here.
exactly, exactly. So all these things need to be performed. So you can minimize this, like in the sense we have expanded it, like you can minimize this. Yeah,
Mhm.
the only the second one. Yeah, click on the gray arrow. Yeah. Now on the right side, there is something called view report. So actually, telling you the truth, I haven't tried this. So just click on the view report. Let's see what it shows us.
Set up list and task.
Yeah, yeah. Please click on that.
Set up list and task.
No, no. Click if when you click on that, it is just showing this, or
Yeah,
it
that's
it okay. Then click on that and go to PDF. No, click. No, single click. Yeah, over here it says HTML,
okay.
PDF, Excel. So click on PDF, the first
Okay.
one.
I'm
Yeah. So these are
waiting
the
for.
options available. So this will download a workbook, not a workbook, a PDF file that will have what needs to be performed and so on. Mm,
Okay, set up task list.
yes. So these
Refined.
are yes, these are the tasks that need to be performed. So these documents are available in Oracle site also. So we don't
Mm-hmm.
have to uh, download it like this. This is a report which says yeah this is required or not. So whether we have to create this or not. Yeah. So all these things are all these details are provided here. If you scroll down a bit, each how many pages are? Oh my God, it's 446 pages. So each pages will have certain yeah. If you see global, what is it? Geography was available. Legal entity is available. So we have created legal entity. So all those things are provided here. Yeah, you can close this now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. So over here, see assign tasks. Click on that
Which one? The second
on the
one?
top. On the top, assign tasks. Like task list and tasks.
This
Yeah,
one?
assign task. Yeah. So we can, I believe, yeah, this is where we can assign employees. So if you click on users, like over at the bottom, if you see, there is a plus button. See, yeah,
Select an app.
yes. So before we do that, I believe we have no. Please close this. Cancel. Yeah, cancel. Again, cancel this. You have to select the first topic, like define common application configuration. Yeah, cancel this also. Yeah. So as I mentioned, first two are mandatory global HCM, right? Items. So we have to click on one of these. Yeah, and then assign task. So let's have it
Status.
as no, not on the status. You have already clicked on this, right? Previously it was workforce deployment
Yeah.
that you have selected. Now under the workforce deployment, we are selecting the first option, like define common application configuration for HCM management. Now click on assign task.
Okay. Assign task. Yeah.
Yes. On the top, you will see the task which we are going to define. That is define common application configuration for human capital management. Previously, it was showing us workforce deployment, which means
Okay.
everything will be done by
Okay.
one person or one team. So at the bottom, you can click on plus, assign user. Yeah, plus, and then select your name, maybe your user ID.
User ID.
Yes,
The
I
J is
Mohinta, right? I Mohinta.
or
Yeah,
I Mamte.
yeah,
Search.
I Mohinta. Yeah, in search.
Okay.
Yes, select and apply. Oh, done. So as soon as you have applied it, yeah, click on done
Save and
and save and
close.
close. Yes. So if there are 50 or 50 or 60 like associates are there, then each process will be divided between all these people. Yeah. So this is complete, right? So we have it done. So edit status. Click on edit status,
Edit
which is
status.
aside assign task. Yeah.
Got it. Status not started.
Yeah, not started. Maybe we can have it as in progress because we've already started it. Yeah, in progress, save and close.
Okay.
So this is actually project tracker. So
Mm.
what happens is usually we will have it in an Excel sheet or an Visio, right? Stating
Mm.
that this is our project plan, and there may be stand-up meetings in the office where they will ask us how much time it's going to take and where we are, have we at least completed 50% of it and so on, right? So all those details will be like managed inside Oracle itself. So this is a very good like option that is available.
Mhm.
So click on the other one, no, next one, define common HCM configuration. Yeah, click on it. Or simply click on it. That's fine.
Now assign task.
No, no, you haven't selected that option at all. So click on maybe just below the go to task. Just below there is something called go to task, right?
Go to task. Yeah.
Yeah, just below this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Click there. So click on the empty space. Now if you see, uh, okay, now click again. Again, click on the one which is above you. Above that, yeah, just above topic. Yeah,
Is it double click?
yes, yes. No, 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 no. Single click is fine. So I was assuming the status might be changed. Okay, no problem. You click on the define common HCM configuration. Yeah. Now
Sure.
assign task. Assign task.
Assign
Yeah.
task. Yeah,
Over
define
here.
as
Yes. Add my name. Yes, Christ. Yeah.
in the notes.
No, no. In assigned users plus sign. No, at the bottom.
Okay, plus sign.
Yeah.
Plus sign.
Yes, Christ. Yes. CHRIST. Yes. Search. Apply. Done. Apply. Done. Yeah. So we too are working on this project. So we have assigned our name. So this is something which manager or project management will be performing. So if you now click on where is it? Kindly scroll up a bit. Yeah. Now click on the free space, like just below the go to task. In the first topic, the first one, define common application. Yeah. It says assign to
I
yourself. It has been assigned to you. Yeah. And click on the other one. Not sure why it is not updated. Oh, all these data are assigned to you.
yeah.
Okay. When you double click on it, I think it is marked as go to task. See, once again you double click on it, it's blue in color, no?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries, no worries. We can take care of it later. So this is like this is to see what has happened, who is working on it, and so on. Uh, um, like table application configuration, manage alert, what we can do, actions. Yeah, perfect. Click on actions,
Action.
assign task, edit status, reorder. No, view. Click on view. Okay, because we have another option also to see this in an pictorial representation where it will show. Yeah, I believe view report. Click on view report, workforce deployment. No, no, view report is also will show only this. Can you scroll down a bit, please? So I will also search here for manage implementation project, how it's showing here. And this is the one.
Edit status must be.
Um, Not required. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Freeze wrap, show business. There is an option called show business objects, right?
Show business object.
Show
Yeah,
task object.
this one. Yeah.
Where is it?
Show business objects are here.
Okay, leave it with me because I actually wanted to, like, my idea was to show you how this has been set up and how we can view it in a pictorial representation. Like, there is an option to see this in a pictorial representation.
Mhm.
So I thought we can view that, but unfortunately, it's not showing it here. So that's all right. That's all right. Okay, let's go to the next topic. Yeah.
Mm.
Um,
So I want to go to show tasks here. Go back.
Not required. Not required. You can just click on done. Just click on done, and then yeah, we are out, right? Click on done. Overview. Click on overview. So let me check. Click on if I click on overview. Yeah, yeah, exactly. This is what I wanted to show. So if you click on overview, this will show us where this project is, how much percentage it has been completed. All
Okay.
those stats will be available.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's
28
good
is
to know.
28% is completed.
No, it's in progress. So we mentioned that the first, I mean, setup, right? We have changed the status to in progress, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something which is shown here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Are you okay to move forward, or if you feel that it's too much for today, then we can have it on next session.
Now we can move forward. Like, yeah, we
Yeah.
can go till 11. No problem.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, we are done here. So click on done. So going forward, what we will do is we will be able to pick up all the tasks from this from this implementation project itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So let's what we can do. Yeah, maybe what we can do is can click on this implementation like chase only 001 chase only, and there I believe we will have an option to search for task. So there is something called task right on the top.
Yeah.
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 Yes. So here the first topic that we can cover today is like define uh, reference data set. So just type reference data set. Reference will do. REFENFER. Yeah, yeah. Search. So define reference data set. Um,
Set this one. Set that. No, man. This is
the
manage.
other one. The other one. If you see down, the last one, manage reference data set.
Data.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So here, if you see, we have something called go to process. It has an arrow, right? So click on go to process.
This one.
No, no. Uh, Go to process, right? Help and go to process is available, right?
Help.
Go a little bit to your right. Yes,
Okay.
go to
Go
process.
to
At the
task.
bottom, yes, go to task. Go to task at the bottom. Yeah. Oh, what did I say? Did I say go to process?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking at task and I was saying process. Yeah, please click on go to task.
Go to, go to
Yeah,
task.
yeah, it's working, I believe,
So
at the back
yeah.
end.
So
Yeah, perfect. Now we have to create one task.
yeah.
Uh, I'm sorry, reference data set. We have to create a reference data set. Now click on plus the bottom. Yeah. Now set code. So this is going to be our location, right? We are going to search something for our location and manage reference data set. And under manage reference data set, we are going to have a location. So um, maybe have it as set underscore 001 or something like that. Yeah, set name, have it as set 001 for 001 underscore LOC for location. Yeah, for description also we can have same way.
Set 001.
Yes. Yeah,
Underscore.
click on save.
Save. Error.
Oh, what is it to say?
Must be up. Must be
Uppercase.
uppercase.
Oh, uppercase. Yeah, yeah. So it's case sensitive, I believe. So SET have it in uppercase. Yeah.
Uppercase.
Yes. That's fine. Only for code, I believe we have.
Okay.
Yeah. Now try to save. Okay. Now we can save and close this. So we have completed one task.
That's the location. Done.
No, no. We have just created reference data set. Now we have to create location. So in the task, click location. I mean, say not click. Search for location in task. Yeah, search for location. So if you notice, there were a lot of details and steps, right?
Yeah.
But when we click on location, I mean when we search for each task, we are getting only the one which is required.
Mhm.
Yeah. So here manage locations, manage location. Over here, yeah, go to task, the first one. Go to
Yeah,
task. Yeah.
here, this is
Yes.
what you were saying. Everything is assigned to me.
Assign to yourself. Yes. Yes.
So go to task.
Yeah. Here we have to. I mean, we can select. I mean, we can create a location. Yeah. Just click on create. Yeah.
Basic, common set.
Yes. Have it as common set. Effective date is important. And if you see, there is something called action reason, which we will look into today. Action reason and actions, what actions means. So now it is providing as reorganization, right? It is not a mandatory field if you notice, but yeah, we can select it as reorganization. And location name, we can give some location name. So maybe LOC, LOC 001 or Chase's location, Chase location.
Chase location. So just say
Yeah,
chase location or some place name.
you can give place name also. I mean, the Chase location. This is location and location code. A place name will come in the main address. So, say for example, Chase headquarters. Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. Yeah, you can add it as Chase headquarters.
Okay, got it.
Just have it as HO also. That's fine.
Okay.
Head office. Yeah.
Got
And code again. Let's try giving it an yeah, or else why to take risk, otherwise it will throw an error. So let's have it as chase underscore ho, and this time let's have everything in capital letter uppercase, because as it is a code, let's have it in uppercase.
underscore it.
Ho, yeah. Description, we will have to give some description. And inventory organization, say like this is not an inventory organization, so we are not selecting anything. Otherwise we can select inventory organization. Yeah. And latitude and longitude and context value, we can look into it later. But just click on the drop down. Let's see what are the options available in context value. Is it actually, yeah,
US
US
healthcare.
healthcare. Okay, okay. So it's not required for now. We can look into it later. I'll tell you how to create it. Yeah. Main address. So here, you know the drill. Like we will give a random address line and so on. Yeah.
Yeah. A zip code was important, right?
Yes, just give 22. Let's see if it is available. Simply give 22 and click outside on the free space. Yeah,
No.
it's not giving, no. Okay, click on the drop down then. No, no. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, cool. Give some random value. No, yeah. Search. Okay, yeah. Please select one of these. Okay, cool. Yeah, go down. I think other things we can leave it free for now. So these many details are there to complete. So all the things are not required. Yeah, all things are not required. So yeah,
So this I have to save and close.
Yes, please.
Save.
Save. Maybe oh, okay, we have saved it. Yeah, that's fine. We can also review it. What are the changes have happened and so on. Yeah, just click on review. Let's see what happens. I believe it will show us only the changes that are there. No, everything is available. Okay. So the effective date is from 1/1/51. 91. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So on the top itself, we can submit it.
Submitted to continue. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So my way of teaching you is like it is best to have an hands-on experience. So even if you do have, I mean, if you feel that what you're doing is not something you like or maybe it's vague or gray area, maybe as we go on perform these actions, you will able to understand. Okay, you will be able to relate, and it will be easier for you to navigate between each screens and navigation and setup and configuration menu and so on. So that's the reason I'm letting you to do.
Yeah. No, it's good. No, I yeah, like I also if when unless I do it, I don't get anything.
Yes, yes. So now search for your location, no? The name or code. Yeah, just
Search it here.
no, no,
Search
or
it.
the value which is available here, right? Name, code. This is for searching purpose only. So we have already created one, but it's not available. See, it's not showing it at the bottom, right? So you can search for your location. We have already created one location, but we have to search it.
So we have to search it here.
Yes.
The chase 001 or some. What will I say? Chase only.
Chase. Yeah, Chase will do. Yeah, search. So there's a button called Chase, right? Say, I mean, see, search. It says code is also
Oh
mandatory.
yeah.
No, any one of, yeah, you got it right.
Okay. Yeah.
Headquarters. HO is something which we have created.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it's location, right?
Mm.
Location. Oops. Um, data set. Um, Okay, so now before we go forward, like assigning it to, maybe we can assign it to the reference data set in the next session. Now let's look at how to define an action and what is an action and what is an action reason.
Mhm.
Okay, so usually like anything that we do in the system is called an action, right? So maybe to give you an example, click on one of the location itself. Just open one of the location, JSHO or something at the bottom, yeah, which is listed below. Yeah, not sure if it is going to show us the history. um yeah, I will also check here. Manage location. Yeah, we have something called history. See, so click on history on the top right side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Edit.
so we have something called history where it shows when this was created, right? Effective start date. So this is about what happened to this location. So we can like you click on done. So we have looked into it. So we are closing it. Now click on edit. So there are three options available. One is to update, one is to correct, and another one is to delete the record. Yeah. Let me share my screen. So it's a very small topic. We can quickly finish it off.
Mhm.
Let me know if you're able to see my screen now.
Yeah, I can.
You can see, right? Okay. For now, I will change this to, uh, sorry, change this to white. Yeah. So, so for this, like over here, if you see, say for example, if a record has been created in the system, okay, this employee has been created in the system, or in our example, the location has been created, correct? And we want to update it. Like we are saying that from so and so date, like from tomorrow or maybe from next month, this particular location name has been changed, or some corrections, not correction actually, something has been changed. So I believe location will not be a right example, but yeah, let's have it as employee only. So if we are saying that from next month onwards, this employee is not a clerk but a manager.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, we will click on update. So this is something like a job record, right? We are going to change the job of the employee. So click on update and then provide the required value. So whatever value we are going to update. When we provide that, what happens is the previous record is end dated. Okay. So in this example, it's from 11 Jan 2010 to 28 March 2021. It has been ended, and then a new set of line is created. Okay.
Okay.
So 28 till 28, this person was a clerk, and from 29, this person is has been promoted as manager, and this is called update action. Okay. And then we have something called correction, right? Correct. So correct means if we accidentally provided, instead of giving the employee as a manager, I mean employee a manager role, if we are giving a clerk role and we want to update it, then we can update as manager. Yeah. And over here we will not have any details at all, like we will not have any history at all. So let's try this once. So kindly share your screen.
Not
I
yet.
think location. See the other tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Now click on update.
Okay.
Yeah. Now here give some random reason. Click on reason. Some random reason.
Relocation.
Relocation. Yeah, something we can provide. Yeah. Okay. So you have provided a date, right? Um, Kindly cancel it. Cancel it. Not sure if we have an option. Yeah, we have an option, right? Cancel this. Yeah. Give okay. Why I wanted to cancel this is we have to look into the uh, effective date, the start date 1151. It is starting from 1151. Yeah. Now click on edit and update. So globally, this is something which we will be providing. So it says effective date, start date. Try to change that. Yeah. Relocation. You can select relocation and then change that. Yeah. Whatever is feasible for you. Maybe from 1st of May. We can have it from 1st of May. 01. Yeah. 1/23. Yeah. Now select reason. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if it is allowing us. Yeah. Now select. I mean, change something like maybe go down um, and change the address detail or something.
Change the address.
Address, yes.
Okay, relocation. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
430.
Not because we have selected relocation. This just for an example purpose. Like this is what we are changing, right? So you have to say that yeah, this is what we have changed and so on. So
Okay, it
okay.
took. This is
Yeah.
something else.
Okay. Go on. I believe on the top we have the save button, right? Yeah. Go to the top. Yeah.
Save.
Save. Yes. And submit it. Yes. I think system is taking longer than we
Yeah.
expect.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah, perfect. Now click on the below, no? Select one of the, I mean, select the one which we have updated. Yeah. Now click on history. Why is it not showing us value? Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it's just a different the same address.
Oh, it's showing the same address, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Click on done, and on the top, click on done again. Okay. Oh, I understood why. Okay. Effective as of date is there, no?
Mm-hmm.
Effective as of date. Yeah, over there. No, on the
Yes.
on the search, if you see
On the search.
effective as of, yeah, just to your right,
Yeah,
uh,
search.
to your left. So slightly move your mouse pointer to your left, not completely to your left. So if you see, we have country, city, postcode, and effective as of date in the search on the top here. This on the top.
Oh, okay. Advanced, say active
No,
location.
down, one step down,
Okay,
two step
effective.
down. Yeah, exactly. That value. Yeah. Please select it as one, or maybe previous month also is fine. 1 4 maybe. Yeah, 4 1. Yeah. Yeah. Now search.
Okay.
Yeah. Now click on chase. Yeah. HO. Now click on history. Not sure if this is going to give us something. Hmm. Okay, interesting. So I believe it's not showing us what is required. Um, Created other address, changed attribute other address. Click on the expand button. No, we have an expand button, right? Just beside effective start date. No,
Yeah.
in history itself. In history itself. So as how I showed you, like if we are using the update, we will be having the option. See, it has been created, and then the start date is effective start date is this one only. So it's not showing anything at all. Um,
Maybe this date is not correct. That's why.
let's see. Let's see. I will quickly check in at my end. Yeah. So
1151 doesn't make sense.
51 actually, which means we used to give right 1900, something like that.
Date. Okay.
Yeah. So Okay, 1 minute. I'm just checking it here. Yeah. Okay, it's taking longer than we expect. Yes, for me it is showing both. I understood why. Please click on done. Click on done and again done. Yeah, in the search, remove the effective as of date. Remove it. Yeah, and then click on search. Now open Chase HO. Like once it has yeah shown. Yeah, on the bottom, select Chase HO head office.
Yeah, it's showing Hilliard now.
Yes, yes. So now click on history. Now you can see two
Mhm.
relocation, reorganization. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you now click on one of the values like yeah if we start date, view change details on the top, you can see view change details. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, old
Mhm.
value and new value are shown. So yeah, this is how the changes are shown here. And yeah, um, so if you're okay, we can shall we go for another 5 minutes so that we
Yeah.
can finish off just one topic alone,
Yeah.
action
Five
and action
minutes.
reason. Yeah. So in the task, like you can click OK, done, and come back. I mean, go to the main task window. Yeah, in action. Yeah, go back, done. So we have completed here. So just one topic I wanted to complete today. So
Mhm.
now instead of selecting location, select action. Just click. I mean, in task, no, just give action. No, no, on the bottom task.
On the bottom.
Uh, no, we searched for manage location, right?
Yeah.
So search for in the task, no, just go bit up. Yes, exactly over there. Just have it as action. Yeah, over here, if you notice, it says manage actions and manage action reasons. So click on manage actions. Go to task. Yeah, go to task. Manage actions. No, no. Click on go to task. No, I mean when I say go to task, it's
Yeah.
the other one. Exactly. No, no. Against manage actions at the
Against
bottom. Come at the bottom. 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 Yes. No, no, no. Third one from the
okay,
bottom.
only just manage
Yes,
action.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. S-
Got it.
So
Yeah.
this will take us to the screen where we can manage the action and so on.
Okay. So click on it.
Yes, please. I think it's taking some time. Like click on the go to task.
This place has
Yes.
been
Which is
replaced.
which yeah. What happens is whenever an update has happened and new page has been introduced,
Mm.
some messages like this will be provided here,
Mm.
stating that the previous one was removed and a new one has been provided. So you can click on configure action. Yes. So over here, um, go down, no, go down a bit. So we are looking for location, right? So maybe assign changes. Okay. On the top, if there is a search button, yeah,
Yeah.
search by action. So what action we are going to look for is just say update. Just say update. Let's see if we have anything.
It's location, right?
Yes,
Update. Yeah,
update
so
space location.
it's
Yeah, update space location.
space location.
Let's try this.
No.
Don't have or simply have location. I will also search here. Give me 1 minute. I will quickly search here. Yeah.
No, it's not showing anything here. No search.
Yeah. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Forget about it. Click on add.
Add.
Add. Yes. Click on add. So we are clicking. We are like we are creating an action. Or else what we can do. Like, I think it's high time. Like it's more than 1.5 hours.
Mhm.
Um, we can pause here, yeah,
Mhm.
and we can look into this topic and the other topic, like how to assign it to the location and all other topic in the next session.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope that
Okay.
will be okay, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, cool,
So
cool.
Sunday, right? Sunday,
S-
like my Sunday night 9:30. Like your Monday morning will be good.
yes, yes, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay then, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Have a good day. Yeah.
You too, bye bye.
Mm. Bye.